One start. Okay?
Okay, 10 को चालू करें. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the RAW podcast. My name is Aditya and this is Rushil, and finally we are back after giving our exams. We are not going to talk about our exams because this channel is specifically for us to distract from our performance there. So today
It really feels good to be back.
it feels great, and honestly the year has come to an end, and as a wrestling fan, what a fantastic year. Personally बहुत गंदा, but as a wrestling fan,
Pure cinema.
I will say this was one of the best years WWE or pro wrestling's had to offer, and we can finally say we are up there with the Attitude Era.
True.
Finally say. So this video is part 1 of a part 2 series of the best awards they're gonna have from RAW podcast. This is completely fan based. हम लोग ज़्यादा statistics use नहीं करेंगे. We are gonna look at through a proper audience perspective and nothing more. We like to talk about a lot of business stuff, but as a viewer, how do we feel about this? And हम लोग का pure picking जो रहेगा is vibes. It's just purely because what we felt.
It might be completely on the basis of a fanboy element, or and obviously for obvious reasons it might be on the basis of the players of the superstars' performance.
Yes.
Throughout, and not only in wrestling, his
Promo.
mic work, the storyline which he's involved in or she's involved in. So yeah, there are many things. So many things जिस basis पे हम लोग ने winner pick किया है. So obviously, let's get this started.
Yeah, so what is the first, and also before we start, this is only a WWE video. हम AW2 पर वीडियो नहीं बना सकते because Discovery Plus का subscription महंगा है. So let's start.
So okay, so firstly, let's start from a small thing, maybe. So firstly, the best NXT call-up.
So okay, this year we had Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov, Blair Davenport, and one of my favorites, Lyra Valkyrie.
And
But
you missed two guys.
two.
Ethan Page.
But that's not an NXT call-up, that's a debut. Call-up is like, for example, जो main roster में आए वो लोग के. ऐसे तो best NXT for me, it's like best NXT will be Trick Williams in a way. Ethan Page also is one of them. But the main roster आने के बाद, the biggest impact for me and my winner is gonna be Braun Breaker.
Oh God. So firstly, इसी पे ही अपना we are on the same page.
Thank
and
God.
Even my winner is Braun Breaker.
Undeniably.
मतलब this guy is full of talent. He has so much of talent, and I don't know what has WWE or Triple H has got for him in the future and in this coming year.
In the first year, he is immediately put to the title scene. He makes an amazing introduction to himself by just beating the shit out of people, बोल के कि I need an opportunity. He was mad that he wasn't in the King of the Ring, but then goes on to win the Intercontinental Championship twice. Once defeating Sammy and once defeating main event Jey Uso, which are two of the biggest players in WWE, and he's a machine.
Is it safe to say he didn't disappoint us?
He did not. Braun Breaker was definitely.
It was just about the storyline.
Yeah.
कि उसको ज़्यादा देर तक चैंपियन बनाया नहीं.
Exactly.
But जितने देर तक था और जितने देर तक नहीं भी था, when he was on the verge of becoming the champion, he didn't disappoint.
Absolutely. Like, to be fair, even in NXT Stand and Deliver, his tag team match with Baron Corbin against the Fraxium, I guess.
Yeah, actually.
But it is just mind blowing that this guy is so explosive, so expressive, amazing promos, and in the first year he is already a mainstay. Like, he feels so natural कि हाँ ये Monday Night Raw का mainstay. It doesn't feel like an NXT call. He feels like he's been doing this for 27 years.
He's gonna shine bright.
I hope he wins the World Championship in the future.
And so up next we have the best faction of the year.
Okay, so this has been the year of the faction.
This includes, for that matter, this includes NXT also.
Okay, yeah, this includes NXT, and this year has been not a great year for factions. Everybody's kind of breaking up. Everybody's kind of, having patching up also. And to be fair, this year we all know that Triple H has been loving their faction so much. But my favorite faction, you're gonna hate this. He's gonna hate this, but it's Final Testament. For me, this was the best faction. Okay, I'll tell you why. I have very good reasons why. It wasn't it wasn't the Judgment Day because their storyline got stale after SummerSlam. Okay, it wasn't the Bloodline because, to be fair, what faction is Roman Reigns left with? Because it's still a bit broken. It's still not together, and the Timu bloodline is not gonna be in the top of my list.
Okay,
and
so
other than that, it was Wyatt 6, and as much as I like the Wyatt storyline, to be fair, the mid card or the undercard has been carried by Karrion Kross, and I like Karrion Kross to be fair.
I just need to ask one question.
Yeah.
How many times did you see Final Testament like actually performing on the TV screen?
Not enough, but whenever they did, it was entertaining. That's what I'm telling you, because to be fair, as the year of faction goes, none of the factions made me go ki, this is amazing. Actually speaking.
मैं imagine नहीं कर सकता. अभी we have we literally have so many categories, and और कितने बार तो मेरे को shocks देने वाला है.
Right, yeah. So what is your pick?
So it might be a little obvious. It's the new bloodline, obviously.
New bloodline. Okay.
Because I have only one reason for it. क्योंकि Judgment Day फूट गया, ठीक है. Final Testament मेरे को ऐसा दिखा नहीं. I didn't see the flare in their eyes or in my eye. And बाकी factions मेरे को याद भी नहीं कि क्यों, मतलब Wyatt 6 को ऐसा एकदम ऐसा दिखा दिया था. But उसके बाद they literally went away. पता नहीं किधर गए. But my reason to pick new bloodline was कि भले I could have even picked OG bloodline.
Okay.
But
I wouldn't count that as a faction. Because
but ठीक है, OG bloodline have kept us entertaining since 2-3 years.
Facts.
ठीक है, we need to have someone new. And जिस तरीके से न्यू ब्लडलाइन ने इवॉल्व किया है, स्टार्टिंग में अराउंड 4 to 5 months उनके जितने भी अपीयरेंसेस हुए थे टीवी पे, नो वन बिलीव देम, नो वन टुक देम एज अ थ्रेट. एग्जैक्टली, नो वन, until Jacob Fatu was came into the scene and
तरीके से पीटा भाई.
हाँ भाई, बट सोलो सिकोय मेरे को ऐसा कभी बहुत फट्टू लगा था, बहुत एकदम फुसकी लगा था मुझे. बट अभी इस पॉडकास्ट को रिकॉर्ड करने से पहले भी मैंने यही लाइन इसको बोला था कि सोलो सिकोया अभी एक थ्रेट लग रहा है. बिकॉज ही इज बीइंग ट्रैवलिंग टू टू मंडे नाइट रॉ टू बैश पीपल. बट या मेरे को इस चीज़ पे मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि न्यू ब्लडलाइन ने डाउनफॉल भी देखे हैं और उन लोग ने अप्स भी देखे हैं, डाउन्स भी देखे हैं. सो इक्वली मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि न्यू ब्लडलाइन इज माई पिक.
टू बी फेयर, आई कैन स्विच माई आंसर टू द न्यू ब्लडलाइन एज वेल. लाइक अगर हम दोनों का कंबाइंड विनर देखना है तो, बिकॉज आई विल एडमिट फाइनल टेस्टामेंट को इतने मैचेस नहीं मिले टू बी लाइक in the best conversation. But when it comes to this faction,
the whole year they have been put into the storyline with
the
only Wyatt 6.
Yeah, the Wyatt 6 and the Miz. And I don't think they need more, but I think they definitely need more in terms of being nominated, being considered in the conversation. So I think old bloodline goes very well.
ठीक है, वो रिकॉर्डिंग वापस ही करते हुए चल रहा है. ठीक है,
हाँ चल रहा है.
Okay. So that was our routine.
Yeah, we have to check because we have been traumatized twice.
And the next category we have the best tag team.
The best tag team. Okay. So in my eyes, the one tag team that has been kept me entertained throughout the year was definitely DIY. Okay. I'll be very honest. The answer was very difficult with Street Profits. My entire thing was, by the way, based on SmackDown because Raw's tag team division sucked ass due to Judgment Day being the tag team champions. So the only options I had was Street Profits, DIY, and everything. To be fair, Motor City Machine Guns came very late to be in the conversation. But throughout the entire thing, their storyline where they finally turned heel, and the one tag team that I was really looking forward to have a championship reign was DIY, and I hated the fact that it went to Bloodline to make them look strong, and they didn't even get that rematch kind of sorts. Tag team divisions were treated like shit. It would have been Street Profits, but that heel turn actually changed my answer. Okay. So my answer is going to be the best tag team of main roster, DIY. But to be fair, overall WWE, Fraxine.
Okay. So my pick for the best tag team would be War Raiders.
Oh, actually makes sense.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay. So here's the thing. I've been following War Raiders since the time when they were Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Viking Raiders वो लोग बहुत सालों पहले थे. तब मैं उन लोगों को देखता था. वो मेरे को आज तक ज़िंदगी में जब तक मैंने WWE देखा है, मुझे एक ऐसा वर्ड रहता है ना, सबसे बेचारे लोग.
हाँ.
जो
Exactly.
नाम रहता है वो मुझे वाइकिंग रेडर्स को या तो वॉर रेडर्स को दे देना चाहिए एंड इट सूट्स देम बिकॉज एवरी टाइम
They will do.
WWE tries to do something with them, it doesn't work out.
Wait.
It doesn't work out and at the end
वापस से
एक दो साल मतलब खराब हो जाते हैं उन लोग के
वही।
करियर के. So this year War Raiders have actually impressed me, have actually caught my eye. They मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है मुझे कि these guys have a hell lot of potential.
Exactly. And I will say
I can't wait to see them in the upcoming year.
वही।
जो वो लोग कैसे परफॉर्म करेंगे and now that they have the tag team championships,
it's gonna look great. And
Yeah.
they deserve to be the tag team champions. as
प्लीज भगवान इन लोग के साथ कुछ अच्छा कर दो.
well. Yeah, exactly.
मेरे साथ नहीं हो रहा है पर इन लोग के साथ कर दो.
Yes, absolutely. What is our next category?
So next category is the best championship design.
Okay, so technically a lot of championship design happened this year. This wouldn't be a traditional category, but ये सर बहुत सारे changes हुए design में. And I will say, the one, this actually fits with my previous one, the best championship design is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I feel that the SmackDown Tag Team Championship is literal perfection and
They
it
are
is
literally
amazing.
shocking me with
But
each
it
and
is
every
true. That is actual perfection as a design. It is very old school and it is a bit different. To be fair, during the Vince era, सब एकदम equally ऐसा लग रहा था. The championships for some reason did not look very appealing. Like वो ऐसा लग नहीं रहा था कि इसके लिए लड़ना भी चाहिए नहीं. रेड के लिए रेड, रॉ के लिए रेड वाला, इसके लिए ब्लू वाला. लिटरली चिल्ड्रंस प्रोडक्ट हो गया था वो. एंड वी टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रो रेसलिंग जहाँ पर लिटरली द करियर इज अबाउट बीटिंग पीपल. Do you understand? Like for some reason I never understood wrestling as a children's product. But still, it's like okay, fine. But this championship redesign, it's absolutely like even अभी recently जब SmackDown में वो लोग heel बन के वो championship के साथ आए थे. That was actually one of my favorite things to watch. Like when deserving people get those deserving titles. Other than that, I don't really like the undisputed championship का design as much.
True.
Because the Winged Eagle आने के बाद it was like okay, come on, like you know what I mean.
For obvious
like,
reasons.
For obvious reasons. So that's my SmackDown Tag Championship.
So
is
my
best.
pick for the best championship design would be the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, actually, you know what? Fair. That's actually a very
Yeah.
good pick. That is a very very
This championship reminded me of something very old
Yeah.
championship.
Exactly.
जिससे आइडियाज लेके इसको नया एकदम ऐसा फ्लरिश करके बना दिया.
for the modern era.
Yeah, and obviously the person who is holding उसके बारे में तो बात करना
बहुत उसके लिए अलग
बड़ी
से
बात
video.
है.
उसके लिए 2 घंटे की
Yeah.
मूवी लिख सकते हैं.
True.
It is-
But the World Heavyweight Championship and even for that matter the championship which is with Liv Morgan.
Okay.
They look same, just the color difference.
एक इसमें black belt है, एक
Yeah.
white belt.
So I love both these championship. मतलब मुझे ये championship undisputed championship से भी ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है, सुंदर
With
लगता है.
design, yeah. When it
है ना?
comes to design,
And
absolutely.
I don't know, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि जब ये लोग उठाते हैं ये championship को, when these people carry this championship, कितना भारी होगा ये? Because of all the gold or
Yeah.
stuffing.
And also like the weight of like just the expectations as well. Like to be fair, it's such a prestigious thing.
True.
Like to be fair, I love CM Punk more than anyone in WWE, but still for me to look at him as a world champion now, it feels sort of difficult.
Yeah.
Back then it was like हाँ बन तो सकते, but now it's like oh shit. Now the weight of that championship is so much emotionally and even probably.
एंड अगर इन फ्यूचर अगर मैं इतना पैसे कमाने लग जाऊं और मेरे को एक अचानक से मैं एक दिन उठ के मैं बोलूँ कि मेरे को कुछ तो खरीदना है WWE शॉप से, आई विल बाय दिस चैंपियन.
40,000.
ठीक है ना?
40,000.
Who cares?
40,000.
Who cares?
ठीक है. What's our next category?
Our next category is SmackDown's most valuable player.
Okay, so we can all agree that SmackDown during the summer for America हमारे लिए monsoon, जून से लेके अगस्त तक was shit.
Oh.
It was really bad. Like to be fair, Cody Rhodes as a champion during
Unless
that time,
Roman returned.
Until Roman returned, that's what like as a Cody mark, I would say that era sucked. And to be fair, Damian Priest was a better champion, like we discussed also. And SmackDown was a very difficult thing to go through. But my SmackDown MVP very obviously has to be Cody Rhodes. Very obviously has to be Cody.
Same.
Like nobody carried that brand better than Cody Rhodes in the 90s.
See, let's keep each and every storyline aside. जो भी
Yeah.
उसके साथ booking हो रहा है, let's keep everything aside. But in the absence of the main guy Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
this guy has delivered.
बहुत बढ़िया था ये. Like that feud with AJ Styles, that even the carrying of that story with the bloodline as well.
Yeah.
Though it was stale, Cody kept it interesting.
This guy has actually entered the shoes of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I would say that the passing off of torch in a sense, like I think that is happening, and there is no one who has worked harder in this company than Cody Rhodes. ये तो बोल रहा है. The champion schedule, the John Cena schedule, बहुत अच्छे से निभाया था. And SmackDown was nothing without Cody Rhodes. Like I will say that yes, there are a lot of immense talent that I appreciate and love, but there is one main guy in SmackDown and that's Cody Rhodes.
Imagine अगर Cody नहीं होता तो क्या होता? Cody अगर अभी भी AEW में होता तो क्या होता?
I think AEW would have been good. It's a different opinion we can talk about.
Okay. So moving on, obviously the Raw's most valuable player, Monday Night Raw.
Oh, this one was very difficult because almost everyone in Monday Night
was
Raw.
actually easy for me, but let's see what's your pick.
See, I wanted to go Gunther. But I did not go Gunther because to be fair, there were so many different players that I can give this answer to. You can also make a case for Liv Morgan. But to be fair, even her storylines with Rhea Ripley went on for too long.
Her storyline was just seduce Dominic.
Yeah, but after that happened, after SummerSlam, it just became, you know what, fine. But the one guy from Monday Night Raw who genuinely stole the show was Drew McIntyre.
Oh God save!
It is undeniable how Drew McIntyre, from being just a crybaby to the biggest star of the company, and he's in talks to be one of the main focus in 2025. Just imagine the hard work. Just imagine how.
Just imagine if he was carrying a weight on his shoulder.
Exactly. It was. I just cannot believe.
Gunther being the champion, we both haven't picked Gunther because
He was just better.
Yeah. obviously.
Yeah.
Because the whole storyline with CM Punk beat Sami Zayn also.
Exactly.
For a couple of weeks, I guess. Each and every storyline was just amazing.
Like,
amazing.
to be fair, कितना डिफिकल्ट होगा एक आदमी के लिए कि जब उसका ओपोनेंट इंजर्ड है, he has to keep it alive. तो हर हफ्ते जाकर he is trying to make everybody mad because जब वो बंदा आएगा, they want to cheer for him. He won the Money in the Bank briefcase and lost it the same night as well. He technically lost the feud, but to be fair, he is my MVP of Monday Night Raw. If Drew McIntyre isn't there, something feels missing.
And not only because of his performance on the field and off the field for that matter.
Dude,
क्या उसका tweet देखे?
The tweet, DM Hunk as a, he is a menace, bro. I loved it. I'm not on Twitter, but whenever I see the updates of what he does on Twitter is amazing.
This guy is insane, man. This guy is insane. So the next we have, the best promo cutting.
Okay. This is also one of the most difficult because Cody Rhodes has been amazing. This year we are also forgetting that Dwayne Johnson finally made his return as the final boss. Okay, and he was amazing on it. Undeniably, the first 4 months there was nobody who did it better than The Rock. Even though I hate him with everything I have in my heart, he was still one of the best to do it. And then Cody Rhodes was absolutely the best at being a babyface and riling up those emotions. And also we can make the case for Drew McIntyre as well, right?
Okay, so
I would ask you first.
Yeah,
what's your pick?
Yeah, I was about to reveal my pick. Yeah. So this single promo was actually क्या बोलते हैं, had caught my eye out of all the other promos, जो कि actually अच्छा था. सिर्फ ये एक ही बार हुआ है, ठीक है. Obviously रोमन एंड कोडी का जॉर्जिया टेक यूनिवर्सिटी में बैड ब्लड का promo.
That's your favorite one?
That's my favorite one, dude.
Okay.
क्या बोलो यार इसके बारे में. I was literally awestruck by seeing this promo. जब रोमन ऐसा जा रहा होता है, कोडी उसको बोलता है कि नहीं, रोमन उसको बोलता है कि you are in my way. वापस बोलता है you are in my way in life. Oh God. इससे better सिनेमा तुमने देखा?
From WWE, no. I would say कि it was like one of the best things that they did, and Paul Heyman directing it also makes so much sense.
And the way they were exiting, the way they were entering the stadium. Oh God.
Pure, matlab, you can see influence of just mass cinema for some reason. I don't know how to explain this. I'm pretty sure they don't watch Tamil movies, but it felt like one. You know, like I don't know how to explain it. But my favorite specific promo has to be, it is Kevin Owens and Michael Cole in that car.
He kicked him out of the car.
Yeah, first of all, Kevin Owens is, I'm an NXT Black and Gold guy. Okay, so, I love Kevin Owens. I absolutely adore him. And just, he was so funny, he was so witty. And you can make a case whether he's right or wrong, by the way, which is also one of the best things about it. And it is just incredible to see him shine as a heel again. My favorite line from that entire thing, leave my rented vehicle. How do you make that sound good? That's the thing. There are some lines which you're like, how does he make it sound good? Which is insane. So I think that's going to be my favorite promo of the year.
Okay, so moving on to the next one. It's the best wrestling talent.
Okay, this is just pure wrestling talent, and I mean by that it's just in-ring performances. And to be fair, let's not discuss, give it to Gunther. Let's just give it to Gunther. Because my answer is actually two answers. I have Gunther and I have Io Sky.
I think I need to sit there because you might have not expected this one.
Yeah. I will actually give it to
For me, it's Oba Femi.
Oh no, I definitely expect this. This is also a very right answer. Oba Femi, Gunther and Io Sky. These three are like one of those people where it's like you don't have to talk, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just watch their match. When you want to show people what wrestling is about, Oba Femi makes sense.
So where do you see Oba Femi in the next 5 years or next 2 years?
I see. To be fair,
पता नहीं 5 साल के अंदर रिलीज हो गया तो.
I don't want that to happen, but I want him to have another year in NXT, be the NXT champion, be that dominant force like Gunther was as an NXT UK champion, and then come back for the, maybe start with the Intercontinental or US depending upon where he's talking. But Oba Femi is
भाई मेरे को एक बात
the next Brock Lesnar.
मेरे को एक बात बता, NXT में ऐसा क्यों होता है जो मिड कार्ड चैंपियंस होते हैं वो रूल कर रहे होते हैं. जब अभी गंतर को देख ले.
वही, I don't know how.
This guy was the North American champion.
वही. Was it the North American champion?
Yeah, Oba Femi.
Oba Femi, yes, he was.
So how are mid card people literally on our charts?
Wait. The thing is that when Vince was around, for the mid-card championship was basically a consolation prize because he only cared about it. But the divisions matter, and with the reciprocating that award also matters, and a lot of it relies on how they're booked and how the presence is. Gunther made Intercontinental Championship important, just like Oba Femi made the North American Championship. Io Sky, to be fair, also is in the list because just random weekly match mein Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. You can count any Io Sky match. The fact that the only reason I watched PFC was because of Io Sky. Her matches with the PFC, probably the worst faction in the entire wrestling company, was interesting because Io Sky was the one wrestling. Like, some people just do not need it, but my award will go to Gunther because he's been doing it at such a high level. Gunther versus Randy.
Just imagine Gunther and Oba Femi in one ring.
I want to watch. That's a WrestleMania.
It's a fantasy book.
It's a WrestleMania match, definitely. What's the next one?
So the next one, just give me a minute. Yeah, it's the best heel.
The best heel,
including male and female.
I guess the best heel. You can make a case. You can make a case for anyone, but it's Drew McIntyre. It's like you cannot. He's the best, biggest menace. There is not much discussion there. Best heel has to be
same.
Your round, you have to be a proper asshole. That's Drew McIntyre.
Oh God, this guy is completely insane.
There is not much to say. The answer is Drew McIntyre.
भले उसने feud हारा है CM Punk के साथ, but he has actually won people's hearts.
Definitely. I have never been as entertained by anybody.
You know, there's just a small story behind this. मेरा personal story. मैं बहुत टाइम से WWE follow करता हूँ. मेरे को जब मैं heel superstar, मेरे को baby face में फर्क दिखता नहीं था. जो लोग ऐसे बोलते थे, I was literally questioning myself कि ये लोग क्यों बोल रहे हैं. Baby face क्या होता है, heel क्या होता है. But then मेरे को ऐसा सुनने में आया कि heel are the bad guys and baby face are the super heroes जो कंपनी को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं. And this guy, man, Drew McIntyre, oh God, क्या किया यार बंदे ने.
He absolutely nailed being right in his promos, being the villain in the promos, and get over CM Punk. To be fair, CM Punk doesn't need getting over, but to get him over from where he was to another level was done by Drew McIntyre. I will say if CM Punk did not have an opponent like Drew McIntyre, Brad Pitt ka match was not going to be anything.
Okay, so moving on, best baby face of the company.
Again, such an obvious answer. Like there is no. This one has to go to Cody. There is nobody. Like I would say, like it is very difficult for a babyface to be a champion for that long and be interesting as well. When Seth Rollins was a babyface champion, I was like, okay. I love Seth Rollins
But
with everything, but it was like, okay, fine.
I'm
I get it.
afraid we are not on the same page. The best babyface for me is CM Punk.
I get it. I think that makes sense. That is also.
भाई बंदे ने 10 साल बाद रिटर्न किया है
Wait.
कंपनी में. वो सर्वाइवर सीरीज पिछले साल जब आया था, वो उस इंजरी की वजह से वापस भाग गया. He just got vanished. He just got disappeared.
Yeah.
And बंदा इस साल वापस से रिटर्न करता है अपनी, और फ्यूड किसके साथ मिला? ड्रू मैकिंटायर के साथ. Who is the best heel for us?
Right.
And these two people have actually given their 200%
When it came to the
अपने अपने स्टोरी लाइन में. भले वो साथ में हो स्टोरी लाइन, भले वो अलग हो.
Yeah.
But for me, clearly it's CM Punk.
Yeah.
I can't give it to Cody Rhodes because कोई भी बेबी फेस आज तक किसी भी बेबी फेस को हीट नहीं मिला.
हाँ.
बट कोडी को मिल चुका है वो हीट.
So I think every baby face gets, like, to be fair, John Cena when he was in his prime.
एंड बिग डॉग द रोमन को भी मिला था.
Yeah. Like, I think everybody gets that. I will say that the reason for me Cody is that best face, I would say, is because it's very difficult for a good guy to always be good and still get cheered on and still be interesting. To be fair, once you get the championship, it's like the joy is over. But for Cody, it was the opposite. Like, he got the championship and he had to prove his worth again and again still, which was almost mesmerizing to watch him be this good, or be a very saint of a human being and still perform at the highest level and still be toe to toe with the villains. And it's amazing to see. Like, there are not many good guys around, like, to be fair, and I like the fact that he's a through and through good guy. He's not an anti-hero. He's not edgy. Like, you know, like, I think I like the way he is. He's perfect in a way. Too perfect. That's why I would like to see him.
Agree.
Yeah. You know?
So this category, this upcoming category will be the final category for this video.
episode, yeah.
This will be the part 1 because we still have a lot more categories to go.
Yeah.
And वो एक वीडियो में कभी नहीं आएगी.
बिल्कुल.
वरना strike लग जाएंगे.
Next वाले में literally, I guess it will be more discussing.
Actually. So the last category for this video is the the best return or the debut of the year.
Yeah. Okay. Easily, the best debut is Jacob Fatu. Easily. Okay. I will say that there was nobody who, you know, immediately captured my eyes with the debut, because I did not know who Jacob Fatu was. But when he made his appearance, and it was like, yeah, okay, that definitely makes sense. And the best return, Roman Reigns SummerSlam. I guess, like, I don't think you can beat that.
Okay, so the best return for me is obviously Roman Reigns in SummerSlam.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. It was literally, क्या बोलते हैं वो, उस मोमेंट पे मैंने इतना नहीं चिल्लाया जितना मतलब कभी भी चिल्लाया हो.
Right.
मैंने बहुत चिल्लाया था उस मोमेंट पे जब ये चीज़ हुआ था. एंड आई वॉच्ड दिस शो लाइव.
Yeah, with friends.
So this moment was really special for me. It was like कि भाई उधर एक सुपर हीरो ऑलरेडी मार खा रहा है, पिट ही रहा है वो, और पिटने वाला है.
Right.
उसके पहले एक और सुपर हीरो आता है एंड बचा लेता है.
It's just crazy. I would say that this was one of those moments where I think everybody around, even if you hated Roman, you loved it. You loved when that.
Unfortunately तेरे को चिल्लाने नहीं मिला.
I was watching it undercover. I not as in like undercover, literally under the covers, because I couldn't scream and yell. My parents were sleeping and I was supposed to wake up and study, but I didn't. But I'm happy that I got to witness that in that. So this was the part 1 of the best WWE Awards. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be coming out just tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
ये बज गए. चालू.
अंदर चार्ज कर लेते हैं. हाँ.